I'm going to do a quick video on this Carefree of Colorado awning on the back of my truck camper. It's just like any of the RV awnings from Carefree of Colorado. It's a little bit quirky, and there's a few little tips and tricks to make it operate smoothly, and I'll show you that right now. Alright, so first thing I usually do, well, I do this a couple times a year, but if we're getting ready to go on a trip, I definitely do this. These latches here and the aluminum pieces need to be lubricated, and I use this WD40 Silicone, the dry water resistant silicone. This stuff here works really good for this application, and just spray a little bit in the joint there, a little bit in the latch, and then up on the end support, right up in the groove there, and on the other side on here. Spray a little bit on both sides, and I usually put a little bit on a paper towel and wipe the entire aluminum pieces. So just take a little bit on a paper towel, this stuff here, and then I wipe all along this lower track, on the sides and on the bottom, and then on the upper track, sides and bottom. And I'll do that on both sides. Just to make sure that everything's lubricated really well. So I'm going to go ahead and retract the awning, and the first step to do that is get your tether cord out of the way. If you keep it tied up on something, just make sure that it's out of the way. I put it in the center, somewhere close to the center. It'll move around a little bit. So the first thing I do is I grab my main lower levers and let this all the way back in on both sides. Okay, and on this side, all the way in, the lever back down, and then I'll hold this canvas or the vinyl's still nice and tight. I'll loosen my two side brackets. So that's these guys here on both sides. Loosen those. The reason why this is a little crowded in here is because I've got my patio out. So what I'll do is I'll grab the tether strap and put it through to the outside, and then I'll climb around the back side and flip my lever. Alright, so I'll grab my tether strap here. Make sure you hang on to this, it'll slide over. So flip that to the closed position. See that close? Grab your tether strap, Make sure that you have a hold of your tether strap while you're rolling this thing up. On this one, you have to lift up until it locks in place. I don't know if everybody's camper is the same, but with these Atwood jacks and this Fleetwood Elkhorn, they put the plug right in the way of the release for the awning. This side isn't quite as bad, but you can still see it hits. So sometimes I unplug the jack. Okay, so once they're locked into place, you tighten up the nuts on the lower support, and that's ready to go. Awnings are a little bit quirky, but once you get them lubed up and kind of get the hang of how to put them up and put them away, they're really not that bad. For what you pay for them, it's really nice. The shade is just as good as the expensive ones. All right, so thanks for watching. We're going to go out and use this thing now. We're going to need it. It's about 106 today, and let's see here. Oh, about 107. I don't know if you guys can see that. 107, 15% humidity. Not real nice. So we're heading north, get into some cooler weather. Hope everybody's having a good one, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.